I started law school a little later than what most do. I started at 33, and prior to that had served in the Minnesota legislature. And what law school did for me is it tied it all together and allowed me to understand the world in which I lived from that which drives it most, and that is the law.
I actually returned to law school after a fairly successful career in financial services. And Hamline really seemed to have about the best balance between theory and practice, and really looking at how can you holistically apply lawyering skills in different domains. And you didn't have to simply be a transactional lawyer or somebody who's going to work in a litigation context.
I can very clearly remember the first day of law school in Professor Joe Olson's class when he asked how many intended to practice law. And everybody but Paul Schenecker and myself raised their hand, and the conversation centered around why are you here? And it was to have the business background and the ability to have the legal training to take forward into the business world.
Whether one was going to end up being a business lawyer or a government lawyer or a litigator or an appellate lawyer or a nonprofit organizer, that was just wide open. It was the study of law itself as an entity, as a discipline, that was emphasized.
When I finished my degree at Hamline, I understood the flexibility that a law degree can offer you. By chance, I ended up in a law firm setting on the business side of the firm, and really realized then that this was just a perfect union of my desire to be in business, but also explore the skills of having a law degree.
I always wanted to be in either a practice or in some type of work where I was helping people. And Hamline excels at being a law school that is centered around values and centered around service, with its emphasis on pro bono work and the emphasis on alternative dispute resolution.
Hamline has really tried to stay on the front end of providing a broad scope of opportunities for law students to really reflect and think about what do they want to do with this training when they leave. And they've done it through a variety of ways. We've seen over the years the growth of ADR. We see it with the Health Law Institute. We see it now with the Business Law Institute.
When I started at Hamline, the Health Law Institute was just being considered, and I think it was by my second year it had started, and I was so excited because I knew already that this was the area that I wanted to practice in. I felt like I had a very practical understanding of patients' rights issues, FDA issues, HIPAA. It was really all-encompassing.
By the time I graduated and passed the bar exam, I realized I could do just about anything. I was taught how to be tenacious, how to research, how to look at issues from all different angles. I apply that every day in what I do as Director of Marketing.
What surprises me is that it's a bigger advantage today, 30 years after I graduated. The background seems to continue to give to me.
So when I think about my ability to add value to clients, to the communities in which I live and serve, my legal education was instrumental in helping me to do that.
It helped me develop into the lawyer that I am today. Without the Health Law Institute, I don't think that I would have the job that I have.
I felt like Hamline made me a person that is successful.
I attribute so much of my success to the education they gave me that has paid dividends throughout the past 30 years.
My life has been immeasurably improved by my time I spent at Hamline Law School.
In the absence of this law school experience, I know that I could not have done the kinds of things that I've been able to do.